Why is the fine for driving without insurance so high in Ontario? Well, the penalties for driving without insurance are severe, no doubt. The penalties for driving without insurance are found in Section 2(3) of the Compulsory Automobile Insurance Act, also known as CAIA. And you can click our blog to read the penalties as they are actually written in the law. And here's a summary of the penalties. Fines for a first-time conviction, you will get a minimum fine of $5,000. The maximum fine is $25,000. The fines for subsequent convictions, if you have previous convictions on this charge, then the minimum fine becomes $10,000 and the maximum fine becomes $50,000. License suspension, you can get that up to 1 year, and vehicle impoundment up to 3 months. And with all those fines, the province also adds what they call a victim surcharge, which is just an additional 25% on top of the fine. So with a $5,000 fine, the total fine would be $6,250, and with a maximum fine of $50,000, the total will be $62,500. So why are the penalties for driving with no insurance so harsh? Well, the penalties are severe because driving without insurance in Ontario is considered to be a public safety offense. And here's what that means. A typical car weighs, 4,000 pounds, or about 1,800 kilograms. That is a lot of weight to be moving on a set of wheels. So if you don't think of it as a car, you think of your vehicle as a weapon, then it makes more sense. A 4,000-pound weapon, and that weapon can kill a person. That can put someone in a wheelchair. That can cause property damage. So in the context of driving a 4,000-pound weapon, the Ontario lawmakers made a public policy decision. They do not want people driving a vehicle without insurance. And doing so poses a real danger to society. Remember, you're still thinking this as a 4,000-pound weapon, because driving without insurance is considered a danger to the public. The lawmakers treat this charge differently and more harshly than a typical traffic ticket. This charge is more serious than regular traffic offenses. Severe penalties are given because the lawmakers only want people to drive that follow the rules of the road. And creating harsher punishments, this will send a message to the public that society will not accept driving without insurance. And yes, the province will charge you with incredibly severe penalties. And yes, the lawmakers know this is harsh. And yes, the lawmakers know that you might not be able to absorb these penalties, these costs, these fines. And if you're convicted with these penalties, then you are going to lose your ability to feed yourself, feed your family. And yes, the lawmakers also know this. But that is the price that you will pay when you pose a risk to the public.